All right, so we've got our first failure here. It says undefined method cal files for the module calsay. So we'll have our options hash here. And first thing we'll do in here is just say fs equals options.fetch fs with a default of path name. And let me just check real quick that path name has that path name glob works the way I think it does. Right, okay. All right, so for our first cut, we'll just say fs.glob. And our failure, we expected these strings, but we got this list of path names. All right, second cut, we'll say map to s to get rid of the path name component. All right, so now we're just getting strings, but we're getting more than we wanted. Let's get rid of the file extensions. So we'll say fs.glob map path to map path to path dot base name. And so base name is interesting because base name doesn't actually take the extension off unless you specify the extension that you want to remove. So I'm gonna add that. And actually, you know what? I think I'm going to take back having that notcal.txt in there because in an upcoming spec, what I'm going to do is I'm going to verify that it's actually sending star.cow into the glob method, and that is going to be sufficient to in the real world is going to be sufficient to get rid of any like .txts and stuff like that. So I'm going to take that out, and this makes things a little bit simpler. Now, the one thing that's left is our cowback file. We don't want files starting with fiddly symbols like that. And I'm just going to use, I think, a grep for that. So, grep. We're only going to allow things that start with a word character. I think that'll do what we need. There we go. Yeah. Now you'll note I'm using /A at the beginning of this regex. That is the correct marker for, or the correct escape for beginning of string. You might see folks use the caret for that, but caret really just means beginning of line. and so sometimes it doesn't match the way people think that it's going to match.